All right. Craft metal armor and a weapon. Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome to what has been quite the break in my streaming of Green Hell VR. Today we are going to do the Blacksmith challenge, which requires us to craft full metal body armor and a metal spear to defend yourself. Time limit, we have 5 days. We need a metal spear and metal armor. All right, seems easy enough, and it doesn't seem like we have to go anywhere specific to do this. So let's see where we are. Come on. Nope. You can do it. You can do it. Just want to open a window. This. There we go. Okay. This is an interesting place to start. Oh, okay, stay there. So what I've been doing, essentially, I was just taking a break while I waited for them to finally put out an update, which I just noticed today while I was at work that they had actually done so a few days ago. So I thought I would jump back in and do this challenge, although to see most of the actual changes, I will need to go into just a regular playthrough, but we might do that later. My right controller battery is low. That is fine. Okay. Make a knife, and you can go there. And make another knife, and you can go there. Oh. Hey. Is this all the faster I was before? Jesus.
Stupid piece of shit.
So worth it. Okay. So, make another knife so when this one breaks. Alright, let's figure out where we are. I probably don't need all these rocks. If you could move. Really? I mean, there really was. I was trying to jump, but I couldn't remember what the button was. So I just ended up like running past it, which probably wouldn't actually save me. But, you know. Okay. So, first of all, let's figure out where I'm at. Oh, okay. So one of the things in the patch is they reworked how rain is, which it is definitely better. Before it just looked like black lines covering your screen. So it's something. I mean, it's definitely better. Having said that, it really could be better. I mean, there are definitely things to consider when you are doing something with the physics of like rain. You obviously want it to look good, but at the same time, you don't want to destroy anyone's computer that is actually just trying to run the game normally. This it's either incredibly big snow or raindrops, or it's like really wet snow. It's kind of like what it looks like to me. But again, it is better. All right. Let's go down this way. It seems like this could be something that at least gives me some sort of hint of where I am. No, not really. Another snake. Rock. Stick. Bird. I'll probably do a video on the actual changes in the patch notes. The addition, well, okay, yeah, addition. So changes to the game. They changed the rain mechanic, which we just saw. Something that I'm excited about with the rain is that supposedly it no longer rains indoors, which is handy. It was just, I mean, it doesn't actually rain indoors, but the texture of the ground would get wet when it rained, and that was always really weird to me. So I am glad that they changed that. They made it so you can build a permanent version of the crafting table. Oh, okay. So I am familiar with this spot. Having said that, I don't exactly remember where it's at on the map. Let's see. I am going to wait until I am better armed to start searching for stuff like that. So base of operations, the easiest place to do it would be the fishing dock, because there's less things to get in my way. All right, before I wander too far, let's make at least some sort of weapon. I did read in the patch notes that you can't hold mud or dirt independently in your hands at the same time, which makes me think that you can no longer grab it with one hand, move it to the other, and then grab an additional piece of mud, which would be unfortunate because it's going to force you to do 2 trips. So it's one more reason why it's probably preferable now to build your mud mixer closer to water. But at the same time, I still think that it would be quicker to carry 2 things of river mud to a mixer that is close to your base, as opposed to having the stuff close to the water and then having to carry 6 mud bricks back to your base. All right. Is this anything I recognize? Some sort of coast? So, I played No Man's Sky a few times in VR, which I really enjoyed once I got used to it. There's another snake over there. Okay. Ah. All right. So this is around the corner from the fishing pier. Oh, it's just a log. And it looked like a cat. All right. Okay, so I played No Man's Sky, and I really liked it. I'm most of the way through the story because I started a new playthrough. That way I could learn the VR controls. Which the VR controls are a little clunky, but I mean, you're definitely limited in how you can do the controls because of VR. But yeah, that's fine. It definitely has potential. I think when it comes to actually building bases, I will probably still do that in the flat version. Water filter, yes. Might as well learn the fish trap. And then the campfire. All right. Let's see. Did I play anything else in VR? I did Phasmophobia a couple times during the Halloween event, and then I just kind of forgot about it. So I didn't actually complete the Halloween event yet, although I do think they're going to run it through... Where am I going? They're going to run it through like November 15th or something. So if you do play Phasmophobia and you want to get the pumpkin trophy to go in your trophy case, you still have some more time. I'll probably do it just because you never know if they're going to bring back a challenge. So this might be the only time that I have the opportunity to win the pumpkin trophy. Which to do that, you just have to go on most of the maps and collect candy. And then after that, you light candles or something, or you light jack-o'-lanterns. And then you need to take a picture of the ghost on nightmare mode, and you have to get the ghost right. So it is a challenge. It's not just a gimme. I did a few of the maps, and then I couldn't actually get the ghost picture, and I got annoyed, and I left. So. All right, let's learn some shit. Yep. You. Ah. Coconuts. A bow. $28, 14. Okay. Review there. All right. I'm going to run over here and grab. God, those lizards scare me more in this game than I think anything else. All right. Just going to sneak over here and grab some coconuts and the plan for this medium shelter. Okay. Another coconut. And well, for now, I'll just carry you. Stone. What are you? A candy bar. Oh, it didn't drop it. So maybe that's one of the changes in the patch. Normally, anytime that you would bind two things together, it would drop to the ground. So out of habit, I just always let go now when I would put things together because that's what the game did. But maybe that was a change, which is cool. See, are there any other actual additions to the game? Let's see, the crafting table. Did I learn this thing? I'll never build it, but Okay. Well, they evidently haven't fixed that. Okay. Gonna have a shitload of bowls, that's for sure. Let's see. I am overweight. Alright. Oh my god. Sir. Settle down. Jesus. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Alright. Oh. Fauna regrowth. So, in VR, trees and shit will now begin to regrow, which is really cool. I'll need to log on to my airport save to see if that actually starts working, because I've completely decimated the... Oh. Why? Come back. Come back. That's unfortunate that they did not fix that. disappearing. So one of the reasons why I wanted to take a break from the game was I was just getting frustrated with how long it was taking them to fix bugs. And I really hoped that if I took a break and did something else, that I would come back and they would have all of this bullshit sorted, and I could then just like enjoy playing the game and not have to deal with, instead of playing the game, just like dealing with workarounds on how to deal with the bugs and whatnot. One of the bugs that they did fix relates to the wooden storage box, or the mud storage boxes. So those will no longer make your gear invisible or lose things. So I mean, yeah, that's nice. But I mean, the bundles of stuff disappearing, that's incredibly frustrating that they couldn't fix that in 4 months, mind you. It's been 4 months since the last. Remember, these challenges came out in August? No, July. Whatever month is 7. Okay. So challenges were the last update that they did, which was a while ago. Turtle. And so in 4 months, I was hoping that this would be much closer to an actual like full release of the game. And it is a little depressing that they could not fix, of all things, the bundles. They supposedly fixed... Oh, I just forgot already what I was going to say. The mud water filters, how if you got anything out of the... How did you end up down there? If you actually got water out of the back of the filter, it would make all of that water dirty and turn it brown, even though it was actually clean. Come on. A little bit longer. You can do it. I'm just gonna drop you there, because I don't trust you. Well, some of them came back. Interesting. They supposedly updated that now when you put things on the ground, instead of them going static, they will disappear like they were supposed to in the first place. Oh my god. Just go straight, for fuck's sake. That's not... That's straight-ish. Alright, fine. Fuck it. So items will now just disappear instead of going static, which is huge, because that was a huge pain in the ass. And it also had an impact on performance. So hopefully this will make the game run a little bit smoother without all of those random artifacts having to load into the game because it just got stuck there. You have the ability to destroy things now, so you might have seen it pop up a couple times when I've had my mouse over something, that if you hold the trigger above an item, it has a slow like 5...
Shit!
Aw.
Seriously?
It has like a 5-second timer now that if you hold it long enough, it'll actually destroy the item that's on the ground. Kind of like how you would unbind things or how you would cancel a construction. It's that same control, just with the ability to destroy items. I'm going to drop you here so you don't randomly disappear on me. All right. Let's go with palm leaves. Hey, let's see if palm leaves are any better than they used to be. Let's see, I need a crafting table again. Actually, I have a machete over here. Wasn't even paying attention. I do. I probably won't actually use it, but at least I have it. No, you are not tired. Oh, settle. Oh, spider is over here. I hear you, Mr. Spider. Nope, palm leaves are still psychotic. Oh. What are you doing? Oh my god. I think they almost made him worse. Wow. I mean, I'll give a small benefit of the doubt that... Well, no, I can't. Regardless of me taking a break from the game, this is not
I need to rest.
a lack of coordination or a just being out of the groove type of thing. Let's see. I need to... Ideally, I should figure out where the spider is, but... I'm going to cut you down. Why was that so confusing? Jesus. This is not going well, in all honesty. I mean, my impressions at this point is that I'm almost more frustrated than I was. How does it unbind? I put a few up here, and then it randomly binds back together.
I need to rest.
It's not how bundles work. All right. Whatever. Just move past. Going to go ahead and eat this as well. So I have an empty can. Okay, just main reason why I am eating at this point is just to get the energy. Let's see, I have another piece of meat. It's a different graphic. Make a mushroom soup because I'll still get energy from it. Oh, you don't? Interesting. I thought you got energy from anything that you cooked. Alright. So I'm at half energy. Let's turn one of you into a Biden. Okay. Mud mixer. Let's see. Oh god! Get off me. Fuckers. Oh. Alright. I need sticks and logs. dick. So today is Tuesday, November 7th? November 8th. And it is Election Day in the United States, which means that this is the day that everybody braces themselves for a complete and utter shit show. Oh, there's some trippy graphics there. Kind of acts like my the app that I use to kill one of Oculus's built-in plugins. It almost acts like that isn't running right now, which is weird because I know it is because I started it right before I started the stream. But yeah, I don't know. But I'm definitely, and maybe I need to adjust it because of the rain. Because I don't know if the developers have actually commented on it or not, but this style of rain will definitely put more strain on the performance than on your system than what just the black lines that it was before. So I'm sure that is part of it, and that I'll just need to make adjustments for it. I also haven't restarted my computer in a while. Another thing that I've been doing during my little hiatus of playing video games is I am teaching myself how to do 3D modeling and animation. So I've just been doing a shit ton of reading and watching videos on like how to use Blender. All right, I'm done with those. Blender and Dash 3D and Character Creator and basically any 3D software that I could get a hold of. I've tried doing like some painting stuff in Adobe Substance Painter. That way I can start doing masks and textures and stuff. It's entirely just for fun. It's not practical for me to become like a game developer, so it's not like I'm looking to become an indie game designer or anything like that. I just think it's really cool, so I'm mainly just doing it because I have an interest in it. So the thing that bothers me about the performance is, ooh, that's, for one, why don't you want to go in the fire? That is an fucking bird just hit me, son of a bitch. I mean, I've never been ran into by a bird before in this game. See, if I had an index, I could actually flip the bird off, because that's just one of the handy talents of having a $1,600 index VR headset. Why wouldn't you want that? Okay, more logs. Okay, all of these sticks. For now, you guys can just fuck off. Oh, so let's... Okay, if you hold on the trigger, you can just... Nope, wrong one. trigger, you can destroy it. Nice. Oh, you fucking thing. Alright. So, destroy ability, nice to have. Okay, in order to do a mud water filter, I would need to go down to the drug lab, which I'm probably going to have to do anyways for metal. Bring back my rope. See if I can kill a piranha. Ooh. Sorry. Didn't mean to throw you. I don't care that I throw you. I just want you to know that I didn't mean it. Alright. 2 more logs.
No.
That's fine. So, as long as you don't cut down the trunks of the tree, it'll regrow, which is how the flat version is. What I'll be curious to know is, since I did my airport build prior to this patch, all of the stumps are already gone. So I will be curious to see. So, not to be a broken record, but so far, I mean, yeah, the rain stuff, it's nice. Like, it's dry under there now, which is nice. But I think that the controls are just... Oh, let's test this. Oh, not a problem. Wonder what the hell they were talking about in that one... Oh, that. Okay. Do you... So, at this point, I feel more frustrated than I feel like I'm really happy with the changes so far. Like, the sticks in the bundles disappearing, that is incredibly frustrating that was not one of the things that they fixed. Because that is one of the most frustrating bugs in this game, especially when it comes to bamboo, because it just seems like you almost have to relog every time to actually get the stuff to show up. And when you're doing a challenge like this, you can't actually save your game, so you don't have the option of just reloading the game. All right. Just moving on. I'm going to make a couple arrows. And then I say we go to the drug lab. and grab as much metal as we can. Yeah. Okay. So let's unload all the shit that we don't need to take with us. I would like you to put out the fire. All right. Well, you know what? Fuck you. Just keep burning then. I'm not sure I'm going to make it. Ah. So once I get this challenge done, I'm going to start looking at the code again to see what it will take to put our difficulty mod changes back into the game. Oh, that's right. There's going to be an increase of natives. So that's going to make... So it sounds like he's right here. So obviously he's probably behind me, because that's how sound travels in this game. Yeah. Obviously, that's where he is.
Need to rest.
Ah, you're fine. There's my kitty. Oh. Let's go down here and wash off. They could have made it so it was quicker to wash off. Although I guess I shouldn't complain. If they did that, it probably would have taken 2 more months. It really is frustrating because I absolutely love this game. And I would really like it if the developers cared as much as the players did. I mean, I know that they're obviously at least listening to what people are saying, because things like the tree regrowth and permanent crafting table and a change in the rain appearance were all things that the community were talking about that they would want added, and they did add them, so they're obviously paying attention. But at the same time, I mean, what the fuck? All right, well, I am to the point that I am going to actually have to force myself to sleep. But it's all right. Just grab our arrows. Let's see. I mean, if it's gonna... I should have just kept playing on 3D graphics today. Alright, well, I don't want to pass out, so I think I'm just going to go to sleep.
I need to rest.
I know. Yeah, eat all this good stuff. Alright. While you sleep, Jake, I am going to try to get a drink. Alright. Just waking up. Might as well celebrate with a bag of nuts. Alright. I guess one thing that I could check, maybe the sensors on my VR headset are dusty, which could be impacting like how the controls are working. I mean, it probably has been at least a month since I've done anything with my VR headset. So it is very possible that the lens or the sensors are dirty, dusty rather. All right. I really just want one more arrow. Wow. What am I? One of my dogs is really, really digging into his crotch right now. Like, there's some aggressive lapping up. A little distracting. I mean, I can't fault him. If I had that ability, I wouldn't be able to hold a full-time job. I always thought that was a really fun question to ask. Not only, well, ask my friends, but like try to focus on straight people when you ask that question. It is amazing and very amusing to go up to like the straightest person you know. It's like, hey, if you could suck your own dick, would you? 90% of them, without even missing a beat, are like, fuck yeah, I would. It's just amazing to me. It's just one of those fun things about life where no matter what your stigma or stereotype or any of that is, if you offer a guy the ability to get off by themselves without having to deal with anyone else, no matter how gay it sounds, they are on board. You know? Like, yeah, fuck yeah, I would. How much easier would that be? I might have a bad back by the time I'm 30, but fuck it. These are the random kind of things that pop in my head while I'm just going about my day. All right. So what am I doing? How many cans do I have? I have 5 cans. I have 6, including the one back the. So that is 12 pieces of metal. I need 1 piece of metal. I think will give me 2 pieces of armor. I might actually have enough. Yeah, I think I have enough. All right. I hope he wasn't trying to sneak up on me. It's piss poor attempt, sir. What? What are you doing? You are very calm for being shot. I mean, that was like, that's how they would do it in the movies. Oh. Oh, come on. If you move your hand really fast over it, you can actually do it, but then you go back just a tiny, tiny bit. I'll put you away before I accidentally stab somebody with it. Sir? Oh, someone's actually talking to me. Aw, that's so exciting. My first bot in my channel. Aw. I'm like a real streamer now. Okay, you guys are fine. I'm not in the mood, gentlemen. Just go about your day. I left that candy bar back there, didn't I? God damn. Oh. Spider over there. Oh yeah. Election day. Ever since I turned 18, I voted in every single election. Whether it just be a primary or a midterm or a runoff or whatever. And I live in Ohio, which has always been a very much so a swing state for most of my life. And so it was always actually kind of exciting to go and vote because you really never knew which way it was going to go. And it was just interesting. Like it always made it feel like there was actually a reason for you to go and vote.
Stupid piece of shit.
Yeah. But nowadays, I mean, there are obviously like important reasons why you should go and vote. But at the same time, it's just so toxic and hateful anymore that there's no like rational way to go about doing it anymore. Make sure I'm actually walking in the right direction. Yeah. Like, we're gonna re-elect our Republican governor. That's fine. He's a very popular guy. For the most part, most people agree with his politics and how he stands on certain things. He did a pretty good job at handling the COVID-19 shit. So overall, he's a popular governor. So he's going to win hands down. And I am someone that follows politics really closely. And when I went in to vote today, I had never heard of the person that was running against him, the Democrat that was running against the Republican governor. And so that right there tells you a lot about what that poor person's chances are. But anyway, so part of me is really glad that the election shit is over because I'm just so tired of seeing ads and just listening to the bullshit. It's nonstop. But at the same time, it's not going to stop because no matter what happens, it's just going to get worse. One side will say, like, if they lose a certain race, that it was obviously stolen and rigged and that it's bullshit and that Democrats cheated and blah, blah, blah. If the other side, or if the Republicans win, then it's... Well, let's see. I'm trying to not be too confrontational with this, but my viewpoint right now is that Republicans are very hell-bent on this idea that they have been victimized and that anytime that they don't win an election, it's because that somebody cheated or there was fraud or it was rigged or any number of things. It is so difficult, it seems, for them to just come out and say, well, fuck, that guy was actually just more popular than me, or that guy's policies are more popular than mine. So, fair play, congratulations, we'll try again next time. Why is that so hard? Like, that's how it was when I was growing up, and that's how it has been for most of my adult life. And that was actually kind of nice. I would go into work and I would joke around with my colleagues who had different political preferences than I did, and it was fine. When their candidate won and mine didn't, it was fine. It wasn't a huge deal. But nowadays, Jesus, it's just it's just fucking exhausting. I just don't understand. Like, I know exactly when it happened, but I don't understand why this is the direction that we ended up in. It's like deep down, everybody was just looking for an excuse to become hateful, toxic trolls. And they just needed the right person to come along and ignite that fire. And now they have a green light to just be as nasty and hateful and dishonest as they possibly can be. I completely understand that every politician lies. It's part of their job. I get that. They're always going to sugarcoat things and make it seem like they have all the solutions and that they're the only ones that can get the job done. And if you don't pick them, then you're fucked and blah blah blah. I get that. I'm totally understanding of that piece of politics. But what pisses me off is how we've turned into a country where if you're a Democrat, then every single Republican out there is an election denying, fascist, racist, homophobic extremist that will not be happy until they completely abolish abortion and they kill Medicare, Medicaid, and Jesus will stop eating babies. Or I don't know. It's just constant bullshit. I'm just so tired of this extreme. Yeah. So, and then on the other side, you have Republicans saying that every single Democrat is a socialist, commie, Nazi bastard that wants to give everything away for free and put us even further in debt than we've ever been before, and that inflation is going to increase, and that they're going to let everybody go to college for free, and you're going to have to pay for it, and blah, 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 and blah. It's like, you know what? Just fucking stop. It's like one party is the party of hate, and the other party is the party of just like fucking blaming everybody else for their problems. Like, just grow a fucking sack at some point and come to the realization that if you lose your election, it's because you suck. It's because people don't want anything to do with you. You aren't a good candidate. You didn't have good ideas. I need to start building way more fires if I'm going to get enough charcoal for this. Yeah. Sorry about the rant, but it is so frustrating. Like, I've always really enjoyed current events and politics. I've followed it my entire life, and it is so depressing to me for it to have turned into such vitriol and hate and just complete and utter discontent for people just because they don't agree with your position. Like, when did it become so impossible just to disagree with people? I mean, I do realize that a lot of it is because of Trump. And I even hate saying that because that alone comes with its own stigmas. I understand that Trump did not create racism. Trump is not the reason why people began hating everybody. What he did do is he basically opened this door that showed people that they can say whatever they want, and at the end of the day, nobody can fucking do anything about it. If you want to go on TV, or, well, even better yet, you want to go on the internet and just start making up stories about shit, like, oh, well, this Democrat, oh my God, he is like a super pedophile. Like all he does is sits at home and looks at child pornography. And if you elect him, he's going to make it legal for people to rape babies. And I use that as an example because it's actually something that a politician said about his opponent, which is pretty fucked up. Like, normally a rational person would be like, whoa, that is quite the claim. You can't just say shit like that. Like, what is your proof? What is your evidence? And in a normal society, that person would have to actually provide some sort of evidence that any of that incredibly toxic shit they just said had even the slightest inkling of truth to it. But that's not how people in general react to that scenario anymore. It's like at some point we just turned into this society that if you say something that is so repugnant and just hateful, but it aligns with that individual's political views, they will believe it without a second thought. They're like, well, I'm super pissed off that Democrats are in control. But like they're in control and I hate them because they're in control and they keep calling us names and they have more power than we do right now. So because of that, I'm just going to start like making up shit about them. Like, if you look close enough at any politician, you don't need to make up shit about them. There's plenty of shit already out there that you can just say out loud. Like, hey, this guy is always talking about, like, small government and how government shouldn't be telling people how to run their lives or what to do or any of this other shit. And then in the very next breath, they're saying what you're allowed to watch and what you're allowed to do with your body and what rights you have at your job and blah blah blah, all this other shit. Like, you can't say that you are pro small government and then start coming up with all of these policies that insert yourself into the daily lives of normal people. Nope, not how it works. It's so frustrating. All right. I might as well try to make some progress here while I continue my political rant. If you're up for it, I'm totally down to talk about religion. That's a whole other thing. No. I'll save that for a different stream. Let's see. So that is going to make 6 charcoal. I'll be able to get 2, maybe 3, probably, yeah, 3 out of this one to get me 3 more, so 6, that's halfway.
I need to rest.
Oh, you're fine. Don't have time to sleep, Jake. All right, more sticks. Oh, I totally forgot about those. It's unfortunate. Got distracted. Whoops. All right. So water and protein is what I must be lacking at this point. Just fine. So, anyways, so I live in Ohio. So our Senate election is between J.D. Vance and Tim Ryan. I am not a big fan of Tim Ryan. To me, he's always come across as someone that really wanted to be popular, but just never really had the right reason to be popular. He tried running for president there in 2020, and I think he dropped out before even the first primary, which was fine because it wasn't going to, yeah, it was never going to amount to anything anyway, so he just ended up saving himself money. But you see him all the time where he'll just he'll go nuts on the House floor. They could be talking about something completely random or non-confrontational in the least bit. Like they're talking about, let's just say they're looking at a bill that would address bus transportation or something. And then the next thing you know, Tim Ryan is up there giving a speech, just completely berating Republicans about their controversial stand on abortion, or just, he always tries to turn everything into like a gotcha moment or into like some sort of viral video, which is fucking exhausting. If your entire career is nothing more than just like trying to suck up as much attention as you think you can get, then that's not why you should be in politics. I mean, having said that, his political views are definitely more in line with mine than J.D. Vance. So the J.D. Vance is only like really known for the most part because he wrote a book called The Hillbilly Effigy. And it's a book, but if your claim to fame is nothing more than you wrote a book about being a redneck, and then you went so out of your way to kiss Donald Trump's ass just so he would say that you were a good enough candidate that you could win your primary. Like, one of the things that annoys me the most about Republicans is basically their complete and utter lack of a spine when it comes to Donald Trump. I am not, like, there's a lot of Donald Trump's actual policies or things that he did in office that I was completely fine with. I remember it was like halfway through his first year. I had a lunch with a bunch of work people, and we were all friends and drastically different political views, but we were all friends. And I remember joking that even though I did not vote for Trump, that at least up to that point, he hadn't done anything that pissed me off or that I didn't agree with. Like, everybody was basically expecting that the first thing that he would do when he got in the White House was to like burn the place down or immediately like sacrifice a baby on the front lawn or just something. Like, I had no idea what to expect. When he was first elected, I guess the first thing that I hoped was,
I need to rest.
Was that I guess that he would grow up. and actually become the type of person that we needed to be president. That was the hope. Which obviously didn't happen. But anyway, so at least it started off smoothly. But after a certain point, it's almost like he had this realization that the more, like, just the crazier he did things, or the weirder things that he did garnered more attention than like the normal things. And he started to get kind of a rush off all the controversy and like the attention. And after a while, you kind of just got the impression that he was doing these incredibly insane things because he likes the attention and the limelight. Like, he loves being the center of attention. If people are talking about him, regardless of what it doesn't even matter what you say, just as long as you're talking about him, he is just like a pig in mud. He fucking loves it. He thrives off of it. And us as a country stupidly like just kept tossing gasoline on that fire. And then at one point or another, he made the decision that he was going to become basically like the matriarch of this country. Like, he no longer saw himself as president. He idolized people that were kings and dictators and supreme leaders and just unquestionable forces of power. Like, to him, why even bother trying to win an election when you can just try to take steps to keep you in power regardless of what the people say? And I don't understand why, like, how enamored the country became in somebody like Donald Trump. I mean, I get that, like, he's a businessman, and it is definitely appealing to have a businessman in the White House because, in theory, if you can run a successful business, then you can use principles like that to run a successful country, to a degree, obviously. And I think that's what a lot of people were hoping, is that would kind of translate over. It didn't, mind you, but I mean, that was the hope. But that's not what happened. And it just seems really weird to me that of all the political figures that people could become obsessed with, the self-described billionaire seems like a very interesting choice for the average American to, like, just idolize. Now, I know part of it is that people really like the idea that he was not like a generic politician, that he had no filter and he essentially just said what popped in his head, which, fine. That's how I am. Like, I was always surprised when I first got my job in corporate America because I'm very, abrasive. Yeah, that's probably an okay word to use. I'm blunt. I don't sugarcoat things. Oh wait, I need to actually put a can in there. I don't sugarcoat things, so I had no idea how I would do in corporate America. And to be honest, I say fuck a lot. So, you know, that's not everything is awesome, I guess. But anyways, so I mean, yeah, it's nice to have basically a president that isn't so much of a that isn't always a politically correct pussy fart, so to speak, and that they would be tough on like opposition or opponent or whatever. But there's a difference between saying the truth and being blunt and then just being a dick. And again, I think a lot of that comes down to his need for attention. So a lot of it became like theater, basically, where I think that he went out of his way to just say completely dumb things because he knew it would get him attention and he loves people talking about him. Now, having said that, I don't think he is the brightest bulb on the tree. And there were a lot of times that it would have benefited him to just say, you know what? I don't know, but I have this team of experts at my disposal. We will find that out. We will find the solution and we will let you know what it is. That's what's wrong with that? But instead, he's like, no, maybe we could inject bleach to kill the virus. Oh my God. I mean, after a while, it just became embarrassing. And it's all the more confusing now why people think he's this messiah. I don't know. But so anyway, so even though I am a huge believer in politics and current events and stuff, election season now is just incredibly exhausting. And it's going to be frustrating because regardless of the results, you're going to have people just trying to say that the election was shit and that it didn't count and that people cheated and blah, blah, blah. And that's going to be a complete and utter lie. Like, already they had issues in Maricopa County in Arizona earlier today where some of the machines that tabulate votes, they weren't working correctly. Essentially, they were getting like login issues because the wrong password was there and it was sending too many hits. And so as a security measure, like they got locked out of the system, so to speak. That paraphrasing all of it, but yeah, it was just a normal, typical, basically IT thing that has since been resolved. But as soon as that happened, oh my God, conservative media just went nuts saying that, oh my God, this is obvious proof that the Democrats are trying to cheat and steal the election in Maricopa County, which is the biggest county in Arizona, mind you. And I mean, it was just like instant. Not a single one of them was like, well, we should probably investigate this and see if there's anything that like is nefarious or needs to like be sorted out before we just report on this story that we heard. Like, at what point did we stop becoming, or did they stop becoming journalists and just like start becoming like gossip mills? Like, well, we're no longer going to actually tell you the news. We're just going to like start gossiping about people and see who actually like believes it. I mean, it's like it's turned into a game. It's like we're all back in like 5th fucking grade and some people are telling stories behind the merry-go-round about, oh my God, did you know that so-and-so likes so-and-so? And all of like, who the fuck cares? Nobody cares. Just quit being such a fucking cock and just start being a decent human being for a change. Hey, that's maybe we should try that, see if it works. All right, how is this doing? Going to need another one. That's an arrow. Get my next can ready. I feel like I have miscounted my cans. Because that's the third one, so that's 4. 5. Where's my 6th one? Oh, it's really dark. Well, that's annoying. Okay, so when I switch this one out, I guess I will go to that cave and see if I can get... Go to this cave up here and see if I can get some metal out of the cave. Do 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 do. Invisible arrow. Nothing weird about that. Yeah. So just the flint, which I don't need. Boo. Oh. It's a little tragic that I did that right in front of his friend. But it's okay. Okay. I'll be curious to go look at the Discord for Green Hell and see what sort of bugs people are reporting. I haven't even been on that Discord in probably a month. People were kind of getting annoying on there anyways. So whether I continue to play the game or not, I had planned on taking a break from the Discord. But I am curious if other people are seeing the same kinds of things that I am. All right. I leave. Let's see, how close are you? Don't. Not sure if I have time to get across there or not. What day is it? Oh God. I'm down to only having 1 day to go. Well, I don't think this is gonna happen at all. I do need to make a, let's see, long stick. Long stick. There's a long stick. Okay. Okay. Need my template for my spear. And rope. Okay. And I do need that banana leaf so I can make an armor template. That was just up here somewhere. Yo. Oh, let's see. Anything else that I want to randomly rant about? I mean, I guess it makes for a stream that I talk a lot, but I guess most people would probably give people the advice that you shouldn't talk about controversial things on your stream because you could alienate the people that are actually viewing your stream. But, I mean, lucky for me, nobody really watches my streams. So, I guess I can say whatever I want. Huh. How did I miscount my metal? That is annoying. Alright. I'm gonna go for the cave. Actually. If I'm actually going to spelunk, just actually build one. All right. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to get it done. So I'm probably gonna run out of charcoal. I think you can get 3 baked molds in one full like charge of the furnace or the forge. So I need to do guys. I really just want to get past. Oh. What are you doing? Jeez, fucking weirdo. Oh, oh. All right. Where's the scorpion that is always here? Okay. Just so that's definitely an issue that I don't ever remember seeing before, is the disappearing arrows. Like, I've never shot invisible arrows before this patch. So it's always exciting when they do an update and create new bugs. Okay. Two? I forgot you got two. A bonus. I would make the assumption that there's only ever one vein for each. I need more sticks, more fires. Ideally, if I could get some blue mushrooms, that would be great, because I can't really afford to sleep anymore. I mean, in all honesty, I don't think that I'm going to get the achievement or complete the challenge. I think I'm going to run out of time. And that's fine at this point. Oh, boy, you guys came back quick. Are you an archer? You are an archer. Oh. Okay, he's over there. He just died on his own. Okay. There you are. No, I just want the stick. Excuse me. Pardon me. Green frog. How are you today? Green frog. Green frog. I probably lost my charcoal. Oh. That wasn't even close to being done. I fucked that up, didn't I? 4 of those. So I like using the torch because then you don't have to use dry tinder. It's a handy way to save some time. Actually. Okay. Energy. I probably should have made a second forge. When I guess I still could. Had to actually go cut down a tree. Let's see. Let's actually start building my Oh, that's right. I don't actually need the spear. I just need the blade. Rock. Oh no. I need a stone. That's embarrassing. It does make sense, and that is knowledge that I already possessed and just forgot about. Oh, thank you. Now, I think this makes 2. I really hope it makes 2. Otherwise, I'm fucked. I am out of charcoal. And that's not going to cook fast enough. Well, fuck. Oh, yeah, it's a certain type of armor. It's probably stick armor. It's been a while since I've done this. I kind of forgot. All right. Closest stick tree. You're not a stick tree? Well, you are. So I do think that stuff that worked against me, I did sleep twice. Although I still haven't seen any blue mushrooms, which was really the only reason I had to sleep. So, oh yeah, I needed a banana leaf too. I mean, because even if I build another forge, I'm not going to have enough charcoal to actually run them. Let's see. Banana leaf. I think it's stick armor that you use. I wonder what the book actually tells you. What tab is that? I don't remember. Yeah, it doesn't actually tell you what item makes what. I think it's stick armor. We'll just guess. I wonder where that spider ended up at. All right. Huh? Not little sticks, is it? Why can I not remember this shit? I mean, that has to be different, right? It was always big sticks before. I'm so confused. You can't combine these items. Hmm. Fuck! Hmm. Well, I think it is safe to say this is an unsuccessful attempt, because tomorrow is the 5th, and that was my deadline, right? January 5th? Yep, 10:30. Not even close. So the stick armor thing, that is confusing. can't even see what that's. Hold on. We'll get to my torch. What? Doesn't think that that's on the table, does it? Oh, you fucker. It randomly decided that a mud brick that was under the table was actually on the table. Yeah, fuck you. Bullshit. Makes me angry. Alright. Well, that's at least something. I thought I was losing my fucking mind. Oh, well, no point really in dragging this on because there is no way I can succeed at this. So normally I would say I can't wait to try this again, and we'll see how it goes next time, but I don't know. I guess my hopes after seeing the patch notes today was that so many issues of the game had been resolved and that they were actually making like really good attempts to make this a polished game that it really should have been from the very beginning. But I mean, completely independent of the challenge itself. Like, I knew that trying to get all that done in 5 days was going to be challenging. So this has nothing to do with the fact that I failed the challenge part. This is just my observations of how the game played, like the mechanics and the bug fixes and whatnot. I guess I'm really surprised after seeing the long list of things that they fixed at just how many of the big things are still here. I mean, the glitchy palm leaves, so frustrating, and that almost seems worse than it was before. Items in a bundle disappearing as you walk has always been a big deal, and that wasn't touched. I don't know. But at any rate, I have failed this challenge. So yeah, sorry. But anyways, if you like the video, like it. If not, no one's probably watching it anyways. But if you don't like it, then don't like it, and at least I'll know that someone else saw the video. But at any rate, thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you next time.